Hello, people, everybody, welcome back to Unleash. Remember to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Thanks. So today we are going to be doing an investigation of sorts. My roommate suggested a while back that I make a video about the 2006 volleyball incident. I've never heard of it. I'm going into this blind. I had two of my friends over, and I asked them, like, oh yeah, my roommate said I should make a video about this. Without giving me any spoilers, tell me if I should make a video. And both of them went on their phones and just were like, oh God. And that was all. And then they were just, they didn't, and it sounds intriguing. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of an investigation. My prediction is that this is it's going to be like okay. So I typed in 2006 volleyball. Those are the only hints I have so far. So let's look at this. You type in 2006 volleyball incident, 4chan, wiki, footage, pictures, high school. My guess was that this was at a high school. My guess was that it was going to be some type of children's event. Okay, here we go. So mass shooting. Okay. All right. What happened? Well, this is interesting. Anyone ever hear of the mass shooting in September 2006 at a volleyball game? I just learned about this internet rabbit hole, and it's probably a conspiracy theory, but a lot of people seem to remember it. Apparently it happened in either South Dakota or Nebraska, which is why I'm asking here. I was going to say, because it's on the South Dakota subreddit, which is an interesting subreddit to host on. And actually, okay, this is recent. This is 2 months ago, so this might be a good starting spot here. 31K members on the South Dakota Reddit. That's good for them. Top 4% by size. I guess it's a state, so, but I'm kind of impressed by. Go South Dakota. Anyway, okay, sorry. Okay, I like lost media stuff, so I've heard of this before. It never happened, and there was nothing to it. This would have been a big deal back then, and would not have been able to have been covered up. Okay, that's a fair. Okay, edit found a post from 3 years ago. Okay, it's in some ordinary gamer video. Said to been footage from the actual crime scene, but they are fake in my opinion. I moved here in June 2006. I'd like to think I'd remember a mass shooting that September, so I'd say no, not in South Dakota. Okay, so far it seems like a conspiracy, right? We are going to keep investigating. Oh wait, this might be something. The 2006 Platte Canyon High School hostage crisis. Is this what it's talking about? Okay. Colorado, September 2006. It's lining up. Is there, can we get a volleyball? Can we get a volleyball? He's entering at 11:40 a.m. Damn it. Let's search the term volleyball. Damn it. Very unfortunate. I thought we were so close. School shooting, murder, suicide. It's not volleyball though. Okay, here's a Twitter thread about it. Maybe there's not a Twitter thread about it. We're having a tough time here. Okay, Wendigoon subreddit, that might be something. It was mentioned in the conspiracy theory iceberg. Okay. But what is the conspiracy? So let's do 4chan, because it probably started on 4chan, right? Oh gosh. Okay, okay. Because something like this would start on 4chan, right? So, and then, okay, what is this? Okay, the 2006 volleyball incident, or the mysterious school shooting that never happened. I think this is what we're interested in. All right, no secret that America has a gun problem. It's also no secret America has a school shooting problem. Some statistics. Is it possible for a school shooting to be so underreported that there's no record of it ever occurring? Low key, I think that probably. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see why some wouldn't just be forgotten about, right? So, like, it's possible. But in 2006, it seems weird it seems like a weird time for a cover-up in 2006. So I'm going to lean towards it didn't happen. But okay. At this point, it obviously didn't happen. But let's explore the theory, at least. According to the story, a shooting occurred during a volleyball game at an undisclosed school in 2006. Around 20 people were killed, with reports low as 7. Okay, so what reports, though? Are there reports? So between 17 and 24. Exact location is unknown. Somewhere in the Midwest. Sometimes it is referred to as a school bombing instead of a school shoot. Am I going to get censored for this? Probably. Anyway, the shooting is a more dominant version. Mysteriously, no reports of the 2006 volleyball incident exist on any news site. No one has ever come forward saying they or someone they know was involved that day, as if the incident never happened at all. Maybe it's a Mandela effect. Is that possible? Is it a... Well, no, it's like... It's more of a reverse Mandela effect, if you think about it, where it's like, nobody remembers it happening, but did it happen? I don't know. Does that make sense? That's kind of an interesting view, if you see what I'm saying. Okay, right. Where did the story come from? Earliest sources come from 4chan. Discussion took place in 2017. Interesting. Here's what I know firsthand. Small explosion or mass shooting at volleyball game in the Dakotas or Nebraska. Never specified. This part sounds like BS, but that's weird. I was on a trip to Rushmore back then. Newspapers at Nebraska gas station. Reports a shooting at a small town 10 miles away. End up in South Dakota. See it again around Dakotas. Around Kadoka. See it again around Kadoka. Okay. There was a shooting at the town of Gettysburg, same state. That's not the same state. The Battle of Gettysburg, is that what? By the time we leave, I hear little talk about it, only once during motel breakfast. Get home, I ask my friend what he thought about the whole thing, and he remembers it taking place in North Dakota. Okay, so this has just stayed in the back of my mind for a long time, slowly forgot. Oh, they had the exact same experience too, and I remember someone on X talking about something similar to the volleyball incident, so I just stick it in these pics, hoping someone will remember. Okay, so everyone who knows about it remembers a different place each time and only heard about it from word of mouth or smaller forms of local news. My own sister knew about it and sounded scared, but doesn't remember it when I bring it up nowadays. See, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like an inverse Mandela effect where it's like just these guys. Instead of everybody changing universes, just these guys change universes for some reason. More conversation, number of people aren't taking it seriously. Other references seem to be questioning whether or not it happened. So, yeah, we did the same thing. If you Googled, you get this hostage crisis, but that, has nothing to do with volleyball. It was just, it sounds like a tragic event, really. It's led to the death of a 16-year-old. No good. That's what I say. Very clear that this isn't the same incident as the 2006 volleyball incident. There is no mention of volleyball game. There was only one victim. There was also a shooting at an Ohio high school volleyball game in 2006, but the incident involved a robbery gone wrong at the concession stand. Only one person was killed. Okay. Another report in Pittsburgh. Basketball players were shot due to a random act of violence on a Sunday morning. Yeah, that's not it. Some theories? Okay. Mandela effect. That's what I was saying. A botched assassination. Someone somewhere, government, hitman, etc. wanted someone at the school dead. The person sent to do the deed messed up and slaughtered a bunch of people accidentally. That doesn't make sense. A social experiment. That also doesn't make sense. Oh, geez. Okay. This is just talking about the Alex Jones, Sandy Hook conspiracy, which I'm not. I feel like if I'm not in trouble with YouTube already for this, then that would definitely get me in trouble. So we're just going to skip that one. Yeah, cost of covering up a conspiracy. How many people would have to be paid off for 9/11 was an inside job. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right. So, looks like it didn't happen. Wait a minute. Well, these guys have a whole other set of ideas. Hypothesis is the shooting involves certain families tied to deep-rooted things. If you start to poke around, it would bring up some stuff that could potentially be bad if it was brought to... Okay. Would cause the start of a civil war and ultimately a revolution. This guy is out of his mind. This is your average 4chan user, I feel like. That's about right. Okay. Throwing around slurs. All right. Yeah, so... deeply connected. Why were they deeply connected to global affairs? It's like, okay. All right. This is going off the rails quickly. I mean, I get that it's 4chan, but I'm not a 4chaner, but this is wild. They're just talking about the legitimacy of the pictures. It's like, okay, I don't think it happened at all. Okay, wait a minute. This might be interesting. Edmund Burke High School, because it says during the incident, gunman posted 4chan. What's happening? There was a shooting in 2022. During the incident, the gunman posted a video of the shooting on 4chan and edited the school's Wikipedia page to report the incident. That's wild. All right. I mean, that's random. That has nothing to do with this 2006 volleyball incident at all. But that's like is that a power move? I don't think so. Right? I don't think so. Like it's just crazy, right? I don't know. Wild move for that guy, but anyway, that's off topic. It seems like that's kind of what's going on. I found this, somebody else made a video about this, but it seems like their video just kind of touches on, like, the 4chan stuff, the Reddit stuff, the YouTube stuff. That okay, let's see what they have for let's see what this guy came up with for documentation. It seems like we've about like cracked the code here on this. Is it wrong that I was like hoping for something more horrible? Okay, let's see what the documentation is.
The first currently known documentation on the incident was on 4chan on July 2nd, 2017, over a decade after the incident, when an anonymous user posted a thread saying, "How does one live after taking the red pill?" on the 2006 volleyball incident. Most users made jokes about the incident, but another anonymous user gave context to the incident. Supposedly, a gunman shot and killed 14 people during a 2006 volleyball high school game in South Dakota or Nebraska. Everything was covered up, and it was never reported in the press, and it's been forgotten by everyone. If you were there and say you remember seeing 14 people die that night, you're labeled crazy, etc. Personally, if this did happen, I wonder if they had someone in mind that they wanted to kill, and the others were just unfortunate bystanders, but we'll never know. Some users had theories on the incident. Maybe it's an extreme case of the Mandela effect. It happened in the original timeline, but didn't happen in the new timeline. No one can remember the dead students, including their families, because they are not dead now. Just a thought. Another user said, "My friend has this theory that Sandy Hook was a social experiment to see if they could convince the public that something happened when it didn't."
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, so that's really not much to work with. It's just, it is a fun conspiracy that somebody very important is at a high school volleyball game that got shot up. But, it just seems like it didn't happen. And I don't know, I guess I think that's fun too in its own way, because I don't know, I got on this by my friends, at least, we came this far, and yeah, I don't know. My theory is just the Mandela, it's a Mandela effect, weird Mandela effect situation where it's the opposite of right? Does that make sense? Where nobody remembers it. Like you said, oh, the victims are alive now, and okay, but. I don't have any more questions, but I don't think I have any answers for you either, if that makes sense. This is just something that's out there, I suppose. And today we learned about it. So, rest in peace to the victims of the 2006 volleyball incident. It's a real tragedy, and you all will live on in our hearts forever. That's what I think. I think that's about where we're done here. I feel like we did a pretty decent investigation. There's not much to. I really thought that there was going to be some type of horrible fire at some overpacked volleyball tournament, and it was going to be 100 over 100 deaths, and it was just going to be something that I had never heard of for some reason, and didn't hear about because I was thinking going into it I would have been surprised if it was a shooting, because in a time right after it would have been, because if it was a school shooting it would have been one of the first, so it would have been a big you would know about that. So for them to say it is, and then my opinion is that it just didn't happen, and I don't think that anybody's necessarily lying about it, but maybe some people are oh yeah, I remember, for fun to play it up, but I feel like it started off maybe innocently, which is, yeah, my verdict is Mandela effect on this, and like I said, rest in peace to all those victims in a parallel universe. So hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.